why not continue to enjoy a game that you've got? They'll have another motor pass out soon, so yeah. Oh, this one seems familiar. Let's go original route because we're like right there to start with, but I think you go from like the left or the right, generally speaking. I think. Oh yeah, we did. So did. Oh, maybe not. You'd stick to the Microsoft Store one? Okay. I was thinking of the Steam version just for like achievements, everything's together, and total hours kind of tracked. I don't know if Microsoft keeps a track of those kind of stuff so much. Is this your own experience, Bender, or is this from what you've heard of other people? Oh, actually, that's already a good summit score. Huh. It's not the best in points, because I think if you go where like Pro went, you go to one of the sides, but we'll go again anyway, just for the sake of getting a better score, but that was actually just like, oh, we could leave it like that. That's totally fine. Oh, totally, dude, totally. That is... It's a very good incentive to get 100%, or it's a very mean way of forcing you to study, right? Like, 100% is strict, but I suppose so is NS. I hope it's not a overly difficult kind of test, so that, you know, 100% is doable for a lot of people, because, yeah, obviously they know that if they force you to, if they force you to get 100%, and thread and book out, yeah, there we go, much better. You'd hope that everyone is capable of achieving that, because even, what if you try your hardest and you don't get 100, and then you, and then you're just like, well, sorry, you gotta stay here for another week. Can't go away for the weekend. So, yeah, okay, that's a lot better. Where it should have been. Pro getting that kind of score in a touring car, though, he must have been insanely fast. And I wonder why a touring car and not an alpha. I want to experience that again, so yeah, we'll back off on that one for now. I think we're good. Oh no, there's traffic. Oh gosh, there's traffic. Almuse, hello! How you doing? Thank you for the raid, dude. How was Crew 2, I'm guessing? Yeah, you won't see such amazing runs as what Almuse does on mine. But that's fine. Okay, so even having to go off the road to avoid those cars, it was still a decent enough one. Yeah, so you know, Almuse little bit higher, 5-ish probably. So it's still decent. It's not bad, but we'll do it again. See if we can, you know, actually smooth it out and not whack so many things. Excuse me, Travis. Don't know if they placed our cars too close together, but that was just insta pushing him at the start there. It's crazy how they want you to use meta though, and then like for all the hypercars they're like, okay, no, we're gonna balance this out, use a Ferrari. He's saying he doesn't want you to book out this week. That I have like secret evil plans or something like that. Manual? No, I could. Maybe. I'll think about it, maybe. I probably will. I could actually do it like halfway through the race, couldn't I? So you can't do TC2 this week? I mean, Emran's probably okay with that. He's probably more keen on doing Forza 5 anyway. Like, I don't even know if Emran's gonna do the summit. He might just go, alright, I'm straight on to Forza, and then maybe I'll do summit later at some point, but Forza first. Forza is the important ones. Definitely. Well, we went through 50%, so I can't change into manual until, you know, the next race now. Definitely not. For reasons. Very legitimate reasons, obviously. Oh gosh, oh that was way too wide into a vehicle. Bing. There you go, there's all our time lost. For this one. Obviously there's probably still some time lost otherwise if you're looking at it from an aspect of I'm a much better racer than you. What you talking about? This is a trash run. I mean, at least I'm not hitting anything. That's the best way to save some time. Don't hit stuff. There we go, we saved like 9 seconds. There we go. Even higher on the points. So yeah, race is still bested us. We're fine with that. So we'll go. So yeah, I noticed you were playing for like 7 hours one day recently. Like just the Discord saying that you had it open for 7 hours. I was like, all right, must be a good game. All right, we got through our first gear. That's good. Now we can see our gears, so that's good. Much better start. That definitely saves us, you know, an engine and not sitting on a fire, and maybe even a second of time. Who knows? I joined right as you got the ping as well. Oh no! You got all the excitement. You were like, yes, 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 yes. Maybe that's why people used to starting stream things so much, and yeah, why there's not too much at the start of a stream going on. Saved it with that downshift and not actually braking, only just. It was developed in my neighborhood. Nice, that's so cool. Yeah, no, I will get 5. I will get it definitely, but I'm just not the I'm an instantly get it kind of thing. My idea was kind of I'd wait like at least a week and let the hype kind of fill its course and then come in after that. Not entirely sure why I have that mindset. You know, it's very anti, you know, you're gonna become the greatest streamer if you buy a hype game at the start, and you know you have people with you already, and then more people will come along kind of thing. It's very anti-growth on Twitch and stuff, thinking that way, but I don't know. I brought some Switch games on launch, and I've played them on stream, and it just, yeah. I've been too early because it hasn't released in like other parts of the world. Maybe that's done something to like my thoughts on it, and I'm just like, eh, you know. Yeah. Oh, I know Forza hasn't been developed in my neighborhood. I know Path of Exile. Yeah. I'm talking about when I was thinking of getting Forza. It was a oh yeah, and back to Forza kind of thing. Don't worry. I would be very. I don't trust this source if they said, oh yeah, you know, we developed Forza Horizon 5 in the back alleys of New Zealand, you know, in a forest far away from everyone where no one can spy on us, kind of thing. I would have some doubts, definitely. Maybe my own Path of Exile. I mean, I am basically mega hermit Titan now. I am a great hermit, and yeah, not necessarily doing a lot of stuff in the world. But then that one was like, hey, you could actually go through the trees if you wanted. I was like, that could be a good plan, but I wasn't ready for it, so I went into a tree instead. Alright, through the trees this time, try and recover that corner. As long as we get through these next few corners, I think we can relax and actually call it a actual attempt at a race. Ooh, that was close. That tree would have stopped me. And I succumbed to getting in its path. Alright. Okay, okay. Will the roof over our head make us do better than the C7 long range? Did the C7 get too much water inside the interior? The driver was distracted, couldn't use the pedals properly. And R390 will destroy because of that? Or was it just I had terrible driving going on? All the things were bad, and yeah. It was the guy behind the controller and not the not the car choice. I probably lean towards that, even though it is still the same guy behind the controller in the R390. I can maybe still do better. I didn't have to back on track there like I did last time because I got like completely stuck, so that's yeah. Yeah, I'd say everything is looking a little bit cleaner as I'm whacking things and ping-ponging left and right, going through this town, destroying their whole infrastructure and livelihoods, and yet not even leaving more than a scratch on my HyperCar. My most likely very fragile HyperCar too, that would protect the human, but not much else in the event of a single crash, and look how many crashes we've had. And look how much NOS we've wasted too. Oops. So it still won't be like an amazing increase, I don't think. But I think it should be a better run. Oh no, oh no, speaking. 3010? There we go. Reasonable now. We've got into the hundreds, so yeah. Cool. You're leaving a lot of stuff because they're too hard for you to transcribe. You don't want to become a professional transcriber, Ari? You don't want to be a translator? Any of those jobs where you're just typing furiously as when someone's talking? I mean, if I could manage that pace, I reckon it'd be a pretty decent kind of a job. Just be like, alright, now my fingers will do a lot of work, and you know, I just have to pay attention, concentrate, and not get far behind. I reckon it'd be good, but once you make a mistake, it's like, okay, I can't keep up. I'm so far behind. I'm gonna have to just double space this, continue where they are, and then try fill it in at some point. Like, you'd have to have such insane WPM to be able to manage to be a transcriber. Like, if it's real-time transcribing. And then, like, translating, oh my gosh, that's just even more insane. Oh, we got that corner again. Very nice. I like that. Just brake and shift down. Let the car just be thrown into the corner, and it seems to work. Subbar, he just did. And Rambo writing notes. You got all those D-Viper emotes. They're so cute. I love them. Still haven't seen this D-Viper stream, but yeah. I've been told he's worth subbing to just for the emotes. I think it's fair. Very fair statement, that one. Oh, Raven, if you're still here and you're lurking, and you're just kind of like hanging out while you're playing Path, how many hours have you put into the game? Do you know? Because I know that probably my most played game of the year, I don't have it can track how many hours you've played, which is probably a good thing, for, you know, looking back at your life and thinking, oh, thank God I didn't spend thousands of hours playing one specific game. But yeah, like I've put a lot of hours into one game, or a few games I've put a lot of hours into, but like, yeah, it's kind of wondering, because I know Path of Exile is a big grind game. I don't think I have room in my life right now to have another grind game and not feel like I'm lacking on one of the others. Or not grind game, but a big post-gamey kind of, you can just play it for ages and it's all good. I reckon it'd be a fun game though. Just probably better with friends, or better just very long-term playing rather than like the first 100 hours kind of thing, when you're trying to still make sense of it. Transcribers and translators all have a limit of how much they can work. There is fatigue buildup. Oh, totally. I understand that, because like when we have our you know, our weekly, sometimes even daily COVID announcements, they're swapping sign peoples constantly, like every 5 minutes, maybe less. Because yeah, it takes a lot. Definitely takes a lot. 20, wow, not 20 seconds, but a lot of improvement there. Much better. That we had that last time before we retried, and then we just whacked something else later. That's fine though. We should probably just play a little bit less greedy and not roll the car and not whack into things, and then everything will probably be great. Not like amazing, but it'll be decent. It'll be a passing grade for sure. Just like taking that incredibly wide, we still got around the corner. Wasn't perfect. Definitely was not a pretty racing line. Was definitely far away from the racing line actually as well. But it got us there with speed. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This way now. Come on, get some speed up. There we go. Should have turned earlier, should have braked earlier. It didn't work, but it's fine. 'Tis but a scratch. Well, it was probably more than a scratch, but still. Acceptable considering we're not the very best. We will not be the very best crew player, I can guarantee that. And we should still be a pretty easy plat with the summit we've done so far. You know, bearing in mind we will be coming back to redo that rainy HyperCar race. Ugh. Ugh. It's like, hold up, let me find my gears after you whacked me so bad into that corner. Alright, I think this should be a lot better overall. I think so. We readjusted for that corner too, so, you know. As long as we don't hit that tree. Much smoother overall race. 320 instead of 322, 332, I think it was. Seven seconds faster. Okay, so it's a 327. 128, happy with that. Much better. Still not close to everyone else, but closer at least. Go back to the... We'll go to the R390 after this guy. Do it out of order for once in a long time. I'm guessing you guys are really delayed looking at the numbers coming through on stream. Like, it doesn't look like it's sending enough data to really be keeping up anything decent. But it's been so nice this week. I thought people would have been outside and not on the internet. No, oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Oh wait, is this the oval track? Nice. Well, you don't need to watch me for this. Just slipstream this with someone else. It'll be sweet. Hardly nighttime either, so it's easy to see. Or maybe it's because I turn my shadows off, it looks a whole bunch brighter. Yeah, literally just grab someone else, do some slipstreaming, it's fine. I don't know how much there is to learn on this track besides just nitrous at the outside of every corner, and then just save it up, make sure you have full nitrous by the end of the corner, don't whack into Bryce, and then you're good kind of thing. Just make sure you only burn like the right amount so that when you get to the next one you're good. Yeah, I didn't even get any useful slipstream off of those. They were just in the way more than anything. Didn't even get 2 laps in before all power went boom. That's some decent thunderstorm then, isn't it, Doctor? Well, I wish you luck with your sleeping. I hope it doesn't screw up your sleep schedule. And I hope nothing got fried by you leaving everything on while you know, the thunder struck. So yeah, have a good one, dude. I'll catch you later sometime. Maybe I'll have to change some settings for my stream to allow for this lower kind of quality. Because I reckon what people are actually doing... Oh, there's too much NOS. I reckon what people are actually doing is they're going down to the beach, and then they're just using their mobile data, and they're doing something else on the beach, like they're listening to a podcast, or they're watching a show while they're down there. So instead of just kind of like being on the beach, enjoying the sun and the sounds of that, they're still connected, I guess you'd say. They're still doing that kind. They're still, yeah, using data just as they would if they were home, and they might be using more of the one that my network goes on because of it. Which is kind of unfortunate for me, because that means it'll be whole way through summer, whereas it's usually been winter that's been a lot worse. Xbox and PC are on surge protectors. Surge protectors don't 100% work, right, though? Like, they're not bulletproof. And then once that surge is broken, then you gotta get a new surge protector if you want to have that surge. You gotta make sure that surge light still works. I think it's useful to check that after every thunderstorm, because yeah, like it could have tripped it. But yeah, as long as nothing breaks. 118. Oh, better than Corpe's, funnily enough. He must have really not been paying attention like me. That's fine. Cool.